Okay. So first one, Simon, can I put you down here? Okay. Butterfly guard, sitting butterfly guard. First thing that I always do in the butterfly guard is neck clamp. Neck clamp. So if he sits off center, I can elevate. Where my feet are apart, my knees are apart, yeah, definitely elevate now. Second thing is this, he's always going to try and get an under, or most times he's always going to get an under. On the underhook side, I punch the floor and I turn my hand up like I'm lifting. On the underhook side, I punch the floor, I turn my hand up like I'm lifting because I'm going to lift his leg. I punch the floor, this is going to start to get minor armbar, I'm here. I drive into my partner so my partner posts onto his hand. My hand wraps in there. I try and put my partner on the back, so I sprawl my hip, I drive forward, and that's your choke. Right. So it's a really fast choke, it comes on really fast, it's got nowhere to go because it's posting. The biggest thing is I've got to make my partner post. So the small details is on the underhook, punch the ground and hold, so punch ground. Now, what it is, I don't want him to grab my arm, so I just have around that hand. What it is, I start to tip the floor, does that. I put my hand to my far armpit. I put my hand to my far armpit. Now, don't fall over. I'm driving my hand, or driving towards that. So my hand to my armpit, I sprawl, I drive, and that's pretty much the choke's over and done with. It's a super fast choke. If they're resisted, there's a lot of tension onto the neck and the shoulders. So when we're training, we don't get too hard to each other. Yeah, exactly. How's your neck? Yeah, for now. Okay, so of the seated butterfly, it's got the underhook. So first things first, I'll punch my hand down and I turn it so it's up because I want to lift the leg. So hit the ground, turn up, and I'm here. So first things first is I drive my partner over so close. I put my arm to my far armpit. What I'm doing is I sprawl and just drive in to my partner. If I'm having trouble choking him, tip it, and the choke will come off. Really fast, it's really awkward for the person underneath, because then where they kind of go, I don't want to get knocked over, but I want to defend the choke, and then there's kind of this neutral, I don't know what to do. So if they do lift the hand, take the pass and neglect the choke. If they don't lift the hand, take the choke. Do you want to see it one more time, guys? Emma? So butterfly, I'm going to go slight. Emma's got a sore shoulder, so I'm just going to. So as I punch and come under, so my hand's that way because I want to lift it. I drive into my partner, my partner post. The hardest part for me is I want to take the space away. So my hand goes through, goes as far as I can to my armpit. To my armpit. This means you can't hand fight because the hand's too far away. I'm driving into my partner, but I've loosened this off a little bit. So now what I do is, once you post this, I sprawl to my flight and I start to drive forward to get the choke. So what'll happen is, as I drive forward, she's generally going to lift her hand to get rid of the choke. As she lifts her hand to get rid of the choke, I just tip her over and take the pass. I've still got the choke, switch out, two-hand grip, and finish the choke. But 9 out of 10 times, you're going to finish this from the pass. I'm not even going to pass the card, I'm going to actually choke you from that position. Okay, once again, there's a little bit of pressure onto the neck. I don't want you guys putting too much pressure, but we're trying to drive our partner over, we're not falling down. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Just be gentle. I'm going to put the timer on for 2 minutes, so one person gets to practice this for 2 minutes. So, Emma, go with it. Okay. That way. So if you think about it this way, right, is when I go to push my partner over, right, so hands under, is even though I'm here, the way that I make them tip over is I generally lift their leg. Right. Because if I'm using my hand, sometimes I come over, she's going to lift her head and I'm on the bad side. So it's actually better for me if we're here and I go lift my hand too close. Secondly, is this, once I'm over here, what I'm seeing they're bringing the hand to the wrong armpit. So what I'm doing is I'm bringing my hand so there's no space at all. So I've already taken the space out. So if I'm just here, I'm going to have to put it all the way to the gun and get the choke. So it's here. So this is the next part is, when I'm driving, I'm going to go slow, as I drop my hips to the floor, like you can take your arm if you want to. If I drop my hips to the floor, that is going to put the choke on before I even move. So as is, you're concentrating more on turning and you're creating space. Where if I kind of go drive in with my hips, that's going to make more of the crank method, and that'll make it so she has to react to it, but you put the choke on. So I was thinking, so you guys, you're wrapping and you're kind of going the choke that way, or more like I'm thrusting my hips forward, sprawling. It's okay, she's my fiance, we're allowed to talk about this stuff. To make it come on. So number one is, when I wrap it, to tip it over, I'm going lift the leg, so she's close. Number two, once I'm deep, I drive like I'm driving my chin over her back, I drop my hips. So that's my choke. If I'm having trouble, now what is I lift my, yes, because she can't post, she's going to have to move that shoulder because there's a lot of pressure, her weight, my weight, and the arms, yeah. And then when she falls, she'll fall into the choke. So let's just, I'll just put the timer on for 2 minutes. If you guys want to swap partners, please swap with a new partner, 1, 2, 3. Julian. Simon. Okay, low level pass. I'm going to go through the low level and then I'll show you how I set it up. So, number one, same goes. I'll punch it from out and I'll pull down onto his hips nice and low. So what I'm trying to do is try and get my hands as tight as I can. My neck is like I'm choking myself on his shoulder. I sprawl, spread them, half, step up. We go to half bar, put my left hip on the ground, spin my leg backwards, and knee bar. Knee bars are super tight, super fast, it's really hard to get out of. Okay. On my mat, you must be at least a purple belt before you do a knee bar on my mat. Right, you've got to be a purple belt or above. You guys got way too much other shit to learn before you go to knee bars and all that. Okay, so butterfly go.
We have trying out all night after.
Did you get anyone?
Yeah, the three people.
With their white belt?
One blue.
You didn't say it, did you? Disclaimer.
Sorry.
Okay, no, okay. So, look, he has the underhook, I shoot it, ball, same. But what happens is, he's a little bit too low, so I'll shoot low, and my chin's right on his shoulder. So this place, I'm going to spread my arms, probably drop my hips out. Push, catch the leg. Now, who knows this? I roll my left hip down so that his knees locked into position. I kick my right leg backwards to get the knee bar. He'll feel it, so he's going to go, I don't want to be here, and I'll simply pass.
You haven't let go of that, mate.
No. Because that's my controller, that inside leg, because that keeps you pinned on that side. So the biggest thing, like the nose is like if you feel like you're choking yourself. Right? So go under, punch it, and I'll come in here, so here. This is punching. Once it is, as I drive forward, I spread my arms. See what's happening? Sit, catch it, should disengage, pass to come through. From my experience, everyone will try and punch the half guard because they don't want the gut up. Just like everyone will throw that leg in there. And then even if you don't want it in there, I'll put it in there. We did that this morning, go, don't put my leg in there, no, I'm like, yeah, I'll just put it there by myself then. So, okay. So, I'm dropping, and to counter her balance and her drop, I flare my arms. And that will open up the gates on her hips, which means that she's on a small surface area and she makes power to drive into me. Where if I hold on to me, I'm now part of her, she moves, I move. So once I shoot under, bop, I drive low. So what I'm doing is I'm going to exaggerate. I go one hand, two hands. So yeah, drop my hip down, switch out. So the knee bar's already set up. And this is very hard for my partner to deal with. I got asked a question is, I bring my knee high, my right leg high to the ceiling to do the knee bar. The reason being, sometimes I step backwards and they're bigger than me and I drive over and I end up rolling myself. Right. So for me, I found it's easy if I take my leg high, that way she tries to drive into me, see her balance, where if I come here, yes. And that, like I'm 68 kilo, a lot of people I roll are a lot bigger and heavier than me. I don't want to give them that little bit of an edge. So I finish the knee bar leg high. But if you're a bigger guy, you can finish the knee bar leg low. Just so that everyone understands, right? Your arm has some flexion in it, right? Because we carry stuff and move it. Your knees don't. Right? Once you feel pain, it's causing damage. Once you feel pain in your knee, it's causing damage. Once it's tight, tap. Right? Don't be that tough guy. Oh, my knee's flexible, because it's not now. It might not be tomorrow, but it will come back to haunt you guys. Right? Like, take my advice as someone that used to do knee bars as like part of the curriculum. So for me, when you're doing the knee bar, do not smack it on. Go really slow. If you can do it really slow, you can do it really fast. Okay. First on the bottom, legs tight, tap. Once you feel pain, it's already doing damage. They're really good at knee surgery at the moment and all that, but you don't really want to go down into the tech class. Okay. Grab someone your own size. 1, 2, 3. Go. So the way we normally fight, I've already spoken about, I'm not going to step up inside the butterfly guard because of the legs entanglement and things, especially with the current method where everyone's kind of dealing with that. So the way that I do it is I'm going to start to play what we call the low level. So I'm not going to squeeze my knees together, I'm going to take my base nice and wide. I'm just going to start to push my partner. So I'm kind of playing and I'm just making sure that I'm constantly pushing my partner and I'm keeping this gap. Anytime that Emma shuffles in, I'm back. I'm keeping a huge distance between us and I'm fighting. Now, I want to give her this opportunity. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hands to the inside, she shuffles in, boom, and I just shoot it. I'm straight in on the zone. Now, the thing about it is, I've already pinned the hip down. I'm here. So now, as I spread this, pop, it's going to catch the knee bar. So I play this, I'll play this, so when I play the butterfly guard, a lot of people kind of go, okay, we'll play it. So I'm kind of like this. Boom, in, knees together, tight, rock and roll, boom, squeeze, knee bar. Yeah, so if you have a look, her knee, come around the side, I don't even have a knee. But the knees are the equation. So what I'm doing is, this is caught the top end of the heel, and I'm rolling the knee up to get the knee bar. But because I'm flat on it, it's got nowhere to go. So what I'm saying is that when I catch this, and this position is, I flare, and I've got the heel hook with my legs, and I just, instead of driving my hips forwards, it's just, I just kick my legs backwards. I can now disengage. Disengage. Now, retract so she can't bring the leg back in. So as you try to bring the leg back in, right, thank you. I'll get this beautiful bite at the knee. Now the knee bar's deep. But now this is a knee bar that I want. Because once I'm here, knee bar this way, I lock it in, squeeze my knees, drive my hips forward, boom, the knee explodes. So when I'm here, sometimes like, no, I'm just going to go push, and she goes, oh, they're passing the guard, quick, rescue. Oh, now that's deep. So I often play a second bite at the knee bar. And if they don't put it back, if I go knee bar once, they go no way, I'll just pass the guard on, you know what I mean? So once again, is the game is, I don't want to kind of get engaged where they can overhook me and underhook me and pull me into the game. So I'm kind of, but it's more this kind of, so I'm like, yeah, pop, straight in. How's that feel? Oh, I felt that. You okay? Well, no, because technically I'm not reaping it. It's you've put your foot there. No, technically you've put your foot there. So I kind of go boom, and he goes, oh, I don't want to be here, pop. I go, kill it, and he goes, well, I don't want to pass the gut. Thank you. And now that's super deep. So I play that game a lot. No, so I kind of bite it, and if I've got it, I'm not going to let it go. I take it, but a lot of time I don't get that clean bite, it's that little bit. So I let him pass it, then I pass guard, and everyone kind of goes, wait, I don't want to pass guard, I'll stick my leg back in there. I'm like, okay, so then I'll take it. Okay, so I'll put the timer on for 2 minutes. One person does now. The knee bar is super fast on this because you're diving into your partner. It's very different to what we were doing before. Okay, so be nice to each other. Okay, partner, 1, 2, 3. So, babes, I'll get you in.